Good morning, good morning, good morning. It has been an eventful week, eventful weekend. Lots happened in Italy, Germany, England, and what. Let me start by some bad news coming out of Italy. The former Chelsea graduate or the former Chelsea player, Ruben Loftus-Cheek, had a very, very serious injury yesterday. He actually fractured his ribs and teeth and everything. So his season is over, completely over. He will be away for several months. And of course, looking at several months, we are already in end of February. So it would be February, March, April, May. Most of the leagues will end between mid-May to end of May. So I don't think he will come back and play again this season because he's also going to have surgery, I think, in the next 2, 3 days. So, and it's unfortunate for Milan because Milan, I think at the moment they are second of the table. They are fighting for for the league with Inter Milan. So let's see what happens. We wish him well. He's a very, very good player. I think he was also hoping that he's got a very, very, very slim chance maybe to go to the World Cup. So it's very unfortunate for Ruben Loftus-Cheek. For all the Chelsea fans, we should pray for him to come back stronger. Now, coming back to England, we watched the Tottenham Hotspur match between Arsenal last night, and look, man, look, it's now a two-horse race, right? It's Arsenal and Manchester City. Arsenal played very well yesterday. I think after their criticism came against Wolves, they came back and they fought and they won 4-1. Um, so it's good to see. You know what? I've always said that I don't want to have a league that is the same as or what happened last season where Liverpool had to run away with the league 5, 10, 15 points in front of everybody. So it's going to be very interesting. City is behind with 5 points with a game in hand. So City needs to win. Whatever it takes, they need to win. And looking at it, it's going to be actually a difficult next 5 games or 6 games because both of them they are going to face Chelsea, they are going to face United, they are still going to face your big teams, some of the bigger teams, your Villas and all those kind of things. Also, speaking of Villa, they also drew yesterday. This is where I also become upset with most of the things that happens at Chelsea. Because when you look at Chelsea, the first 30 minutes or the first 60 minutes, they were doing everything right. They were attacking and all those kind of things. And all of a sudden, we get a red card, and then we're under pressure after that first goal we had. And we are forgetting. Can you imagine that if we had won that game and Villa draw and we could be pushing? And now we are in deep trouble because now there is Arsenal, there is City, there is Villa, there is now Liverpool, there is now also Manchester City. So all these teams, we might not be in the Champions League the next season. It's going to be very difficult. This coming weekend, Chelsea is facing Arsenal. After Arsenal, we are going to play. I think we are going to play Villa. After Villa, we'll play City. We'll play United. I think the next. Then Newcastle as well. The next 6 games are going to be very, very difficult for Chelsea, and it's going to be this actually April. It's actually going to be a very sorry. This March will determine whether Chelsea will finish in the top 5 or we should kiss the Champions League next year goodbye. So let's see what happens today. Manchester United is going to face Everton. It's also going to be a tricky game for United. But look, Everton there's nothing to play for. They are in the middle of the table. They are like I think they're number 11, 12, somewhere there. I think they've already survived the relegation, so they're not worried about that. So this is the problem. All the teams that are being relegated, you look at Wolves, you look at teams like your Nottingham Forest, your Leeds, your West Ham. They are very, very dangerous. When you face them, they are fighting and fighting and fighting, and it's very difficult for them to lose at the moment because they don't want to go down. They want to go down fighting. And a team like Leeds, sorry, a team like Wolves, they don't want to be, of course, they have already been relegated if you look at the statistics, the mathematics of the game and everything. But they don't want to be labeled the worst Premiership team, right? I think the West Premiership team had about what? It should be Sunderland or something like that. They had 11 points. And I think they won once, 11 points, and they had almost 39 to 40 goals conceded and all difference, whatever it is. So it's good for Wolves because at the moment they've got 10 points, if I'm not mistaken. So if they manage to pick up 2, 3, 4, 5 points up to the end of the season, they won't be regarded as the worst team ever in the Premiership. So let's see what happens. It's going to be interesting in the next 6 weeks to come. Then I want to speak about Raheem Sterling. Raheem Sterling played his first match after almost a year. I think the last time he played was last year in May. So he started playing. He played yesterday his first match for Feyenoord. Remember, Feyenoord is it's a Dutch team being coached by Ruben van Persie. So he played. He came in, I think, in the 62, 65 minutes around there, and he did very well. So let's wish him well, especially the Chelsea fans, the Liverpool fans, the Manchester City fans, as well as the Arsenal fans, because those are he in his history of playing, he played for the top teams. I think it's only one top team that he didn't play for, which is Manchester United, but he played for Liverpool, he played for City, he played for Chelsea, he played for Arsenal. So he did very well on most of his teams. I think he won leagues at City, he won things at Liverpool, he also won quite a lot at Chelsea. So let's wish him well. I think if he managed to play, I think in the next 2, 3 seasons, because I think he's 31 now, if I'm not mistaken. So he should be able to fund. So this is also my problem because I don't know where this thing of saying he didn't want to go and play for out of he didn't want to play for teams out of London because he now he's out of he's now in Holland. He could have gone and play in Germany, which is a better league. He could have gone and play in probably in France as well. I think that also France league is better than the Dutch league. That's what I think. I don't know how what you think. He could also have gone to even play in Spain or in Portugal. Those are better leagues. But there was some rumor that he never wanted to leave London, and now this happens. So anyway, it's good for him that he's playing, he's enjoying. That's what he knows best. Then I just wanted to end talking about this racism thing that has started to mushroom itself or to come out of England, right? We know what happened between Benfica and Madrid, right, a week ago. Now, on Saturday, there was some racist remarks on Twitter, on Facebook, on YouTube, everywhere on Fofana, because Fofana got a red card, and then people were sending racist remarks, monkeys, and all those kind of things. And it's said that especially we as supporters, we do that to the players because look, if he plays next week or the other week when he comes back after the red card, right? And he scores. The next thing, you're also happy, you are also what? So why would you hate somebody for something? As much as I also believe that what he did was also stupid, because when you've got the experience, you know what, he's 24, 25 now. He understands that when you have got yellow card, you don't rush to do those things, but it doesn't give us supporters to what to racially abuse a player. So yesterday, this striker Tolu for Wolves, he missed the penalty, and they end up losing the game 1-0. And what happened? They started sending also racist remarks on him, and it's said that we in 2026 we still believe that a black person can is a monkey, a black person can climb trees, a black person can do all those kind of things. I think for me, we need now to get to a point where people must be held accountable. People must be, you know what? It's not for me. It's not enough to ban someone to come to the stadium. It's not enough. I think we need to get to a point where people need to spend time in jail, right? It doesn't matter whether you are a player or you are a fan or whatever. People must be accountable. People must spend time in jail. People must be held accountable for that, because it's not right. It gives African players of or black players of African origin to have this kind of fear when they are playing football, because if you do something wrong or if you miss something, then you know that your family is going to be attacked, your personality is going to be attacked, and all those kind of things. And I still believe that also, I wanted to bring it while we are talking about this thing of racism. I've never seen a black person playing for Argentina, and this is where this issue. You remember when Argentina played against France, and there was this hoo-ha of players singing racist remarks in the bus and all those kind of things. And now this also Argentina national team player started saying things against Vini Jr. So you would want to check now that these teams, especially Argentina, are we saying there are not black people there? Are we saying there are no colored people there? What exactly is happening? Are we saying that there are no, okay, even if they are white, only white people there, are we saying that there has never been a woman and a white woman and a black woman having kids in Argentina who are playing football? What exactly is happening in Argentina? Because the minute they don't have these players or black players playing in Argentina from other countries or within the Argentinian Super League or within the national team of Argentina, they will continue having these racist players. They will continue having these racist remarks. You know, of course, I never heard anything bad from Lionel Messi. He played with a lot of black players in Spain, especially in Brazil, sorry, in Barcelona. But it's just something that I'm thinking about now, that Argentina is one of the European teams that you don't find black people or black players in that league. It's something to talk about. So thank you so much. We'll talk again in the next video. Have a good day. Bye bye.